If you want to grow your business, do this. Hi, it's Maria Quattrone, and if you want to grow your business, do exactly this. So take a note of where you were in January and what you accomplished in January, and look at it, and look where you fell short, and look where you can improve, and look what you did well, and measure exactly where you are. Measure the contacts. If you're in real estate sales, for example, measure the contacts that you made that month and how many appointments you had. And regardless of whatever the outcome was, look at the process, look at what you did, and see where you did fall short. See what you can improve. See, if we don't see where we fell short or where we can improve, then we're going to repeat the same mistakes that we did the month before. And when you can take a look at it, not in judgment of yourself, but objectively, and what got in the way, and then look forward and say, what could possibly get in the way this month, and what can I remove that could be in the way? Like, what things can I say I can take this away so this won't stop me from doing XYZ? Or what things can I put in place that will say, okay, I can get more efficient here. I can gain another hour here. I can get another 2 hours here, right? Because there's always going to be things that are going to come up. But if we can plan effectively prior to and make the best decisions and say, okay, well, let's see. I missed this because this thing happened. I allowed this to creep into my life and it took me off of my direction. And I didn't fulfill all the things I need to do because I allowed this to come in. Now, when we stop and think about that, we can say, okay, so what things do I need to eliminate? What things can I start doing? Am I time blocking? Am I like looking at my time and saying, these are the 2 hours that I am going to follow up. I'm going to call people, I'm going to follow up, and I'm not going to let anything get in my way of that. And I'm not going to stop and look at emails. So when I'm calling people and I'm doing my follow up, I'm not checking my email, I'm not checking my text, I'm not checking my Slack, I'm not checking all the other things that come at me or taking other calls. I am just focused on doing the things that are in front of me right now. And how can I keep moving that forward? See, I explained today in our sales meeting, I said, our client is outside right now. We want to bring them in the door. And in our office, the front door, you bring them in, and then there's a settlement table all the way down there. I said, all we're trying to do is move them from being outside, which means they're not yet signed as a client of ours yet, bring them in the door. In the doors, meaning we have an appointment, and now we have them sign as our client. And then what's the next step and the next step and the next step? Because this is how sales works. It starts out there, and we want to get them to over there. So all we're doing every day is moving people through the process, okay? And that's how it starts. And if you keep doing the process over and over and over again, you build your pipeline. And as you build your pipeline, you layer more in. How can I be more efficient each day? How can I just stay focused on what's in front of me and just focus on today? But in order to do that and improve, you really need to know where you take stock in where you are right now so that you can objectively and not being like down on yourself. Look, stuff happens. Okay. This stuff happens to all of us, myself included. I had days when I was off track. Now I have to do a little more this month to catch up. I'm not any different than you. Same thing, just a different thing. So we all have it. So what do I need to do now to catch up? Here's where I was in January, which I think I did. I had a pretty good January from a lot of perspectives, a lot of different parts of it, the contacts, the calls, the appointments. Where can I better improve? Making sure that my month is completely planned out. Now I see where I am. So then I could say, okay, this is where I'm going next. But you have to look at it. You can't just put your head in the sand and say, oh, I didn't do everything. So what? Nobody ever does everything 100% right. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that tomorrow you're going to do better. Tomorrow you made a commitment today to do better tomorrow. That's what matters. That is what matters. making sure that you're going to do better tomorrow than you did today. And today, all you're going to do is give it your best damn day that you can make it, right? But we must know where we're starting from. We have to look at it and say, and be honest with oneself and be self-aware. And when we are self-aware, only then can we really move forward. Otherwise, it's everybody else's fault. Oh, I hear this. Nobody answered. Nobody answered the phone. They didn't respond to my text message. They didn't respond to my email. Yeah, people aren't going to answer. They're not waiting for you to call. So you keep going. And there will be people that answer. And there will be people that text you back and email you back. But you got to just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And it's like a little snowball, a little tiny snowball. And as it builds up, and then you got a bigger snowball. And that's a good thing, right? So if you want to grow your business, you have to do this. You have to take stock in where you are at right now and measure it. And then say, I'm not going to repeat that, or I am going to repeat this, and I'm going to do this better. And I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. And continue the process, Tanya. You are right no matter what. So trust it. Keep doing it. Take stock in where you are. And don't be in judgment of yourself. Look at it objectively like you would a colleague. Okay? And so that is my message today. MQA message of the day. If you want to grow your business, take stock of where you are right now. Only then can you improve when you measure what you're doing. Oh, everybody, have a great, fantastic night. God bless.